Dyeing my armpit hair rainbow to see how my fiance reacts. Let's go. Leah? Yeah? Come here. Right, sit on the bed.
Why are you filming?
Sit on the bed.
Yeah, my hair's wet.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
Do you love it?
Show me again. Oh my god, I love it.
Should I keep it?
Yeah, I actually think that's so cool.
Did anyone else grow up in a really conservative household so you were never allowed to express yourself through your appearance, and somehow in middle school and high school you ended up getting roped into the popular preppy friend group so you just looked like a basic ass local for most of your life? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it just wasn't you. So the minute you graduated and went off on your own, you just... This happened.
What is an interest people assume that you have that you absolutely do not have?
Men. Just not a fan.
What if I was suicidal? What if that was my last straw posting that TikTok?
It was never gonna be you. It was never gonna be you. So for you to be so delusional, it was always gonna be me. It was always gonna be me.
I'm not obsessed with her. I just think she's one of the most beautiful girls in the world.
As a lesbian, I don't think that everybody else is gay too. I simply refuse to accept that everybody's straight. That's completely different.
Hi, I'm trying not to make every single post that I share about my ex, but right now, like, things just keep coming up, and I wanted to share, like, while I'm feeling what I'm feeling, because obviously I'm going back and forth between being like, oh yeah, this is what I experienced, and like, I'm super happy, but I mentioned the other day that I've had a couple of tough days. Well, my ex reached out to someone that we both know, that we go to the gym with, that it was like Ad's babysitter's husband, like known them since I lived in that town. And he was like, hey, they want to know when you're coming home. And I was like, hey, just tell them to get out, and when they're out, let me know, and then I'll come get my stuff. They don't need to know any information about me. And then I was like, no, you know what, I'm gonna call him, because I've spent 2.5 years protecting them at the expense of myself and my child. So I called him and I told him everything. I was like, look, I can't have people contacting me for them. I can't have people being the middleman and getting information about me and then supplying it to them. Like, I need to feel protected right now, because while I don't think that they're gonna come after me, I would not feel safe seeing them again with the way that things ended, even though they have a distraction now and surely they're gonna go hard after that. But he told his wife, and his wife talked to me, and I told her some of the same things that I told him, and I knew that she wouldn't believe me. I had a feeling that they would think that I was lying about, like, the physical abuse. And today I contacted my friend Adi, who lives in the north of Spain, who I probably won't see because it's far enough away. And Adi had seen that I was in Spain, and she messaged me. She actually was in this town a couple days ago, but I missed her message, so I didn't get to see her. But she had come to stay with me for the summer when Ad's dad was deployed, and we were supposed to do so much together. She was supposed to be my company so that I didn't feel so alone, but then my ex came along. And what happened was, Ad's babysitter reached out to Adi. And just today, I messaged Adi and I said, oh my gosh, I almost forgot to tell you, please don't tell anyone that I'm here. Meaning, don't tell Robert and Roxanne are their names. Sorry, I hope you're still following because this is long, but Artie was like, oh, oops, they already asked me, because I guess Robert had found my TikToks, and clearly I'm not in Indiana. And I was like, crap. And so she told me this whole story of how Roxana was like, I don't believe this. I don't believe that that person is capable of treating someone this way. And Artie told a story of when she had first gotten there, and I had been with my ex for just a couple of weeks, and I left because she was talking to another girl and hiding it from me, and she was planning this trip to go see her and simultaneously spending all her time with me and my son. And I was like, look, we just started this relationship. I don't care. Like, if you want to go see this person, go. I don't have any rights to you. You don't have any rights to me. Just go do it. But I don't have time for this. Like, I have a kid. If you go and it doesn't work out and you come back and you want to hang out, whatever, then fine. And I left, and I didn't return any of her like messages that day, and she showed up at my house and was pounding on the door with my friend inside, my kid inside. Wouldn't leave, and that was the first time that she was physical with me. She restrained me from leaving. Wouldn't let me go back inside to Artie, where obviously I would have been safe, because I don't think she would have acted that way in front of Artie. But I couldn't get back in the house. Like, if I broke free, she would run and tackle me again, and just like was chasing me. And I was like, my God, the neighbors are gonna see this. Like, I just don't want, like, you're being very aggressive. Anyway, Artie told them that story. And I just was like crying, because I was like, you don't know what you just did for me. Because it's so hard to talk about being physically abused because people don't believe you. Especially because the abuser is always nice. You know, they have a good reputation at work and around other people. And like, I wear my heart on my sleeves. If I don't like you, you're gonna know. If I'm upset with you, you're gonna know. I am, everything is like out there. You all knew that I wasn't okay when I didn't even really know it myself. Whereas like with abusers, they're always good and happy and nice to people. Like, even some of my friends who knew some of what I was going through still probably think that they're a good person and they're not as bad as I'm portraying them to be. But I just was like, holy crap, like, this person said, don't be stupid, Roxana. She's very capable of physically harming Lindsay, and I believe everything that Lindsay's saying. I thought this was going to be a story, but obviously it's going to be longer than that. If somebody tells you that they've been abused, you have to believe them. You have to. Because now, hopefully, when I come back, I'll have people on my side. People who truly believe me and who don't think that I'm doing, like, a smear campaign. People who know that I actually need to be protected from this person, and that that person doesn't need to know where I am, doesn't need to know where my son is. You have to believe people.